Welcome to another episode of Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk. I am your host, Bird Gang 31. And today we got a very special guest, a return guest, Mr. 1K himself, Mr. Philly Foothills. What up, my guy? How you doing today?
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm doing good. I had a good day. Spent some good quality time with my son. Took him out to the local little pizza parlor. It's like like a Chuck E. Cheese type of place, but not
Nice.
Chuck E. Cheese doesn't exist anymore, especially where at least where I live, but out here in the West Coast. But yeah, had a good day, and yeah, I'm excited to be on with you, man. Ready to talk some birds because this things are heating up.
Things are definitely heating up, my guy. It's looking good out there for us, though, man. Tell me, what was your reaction from the practice yesterday? From the things you saw, what made you feel good?
Ooh, what made me feel really good was Quez. Quez looked really solid yesterday. He looked like he's taking big steps in year two. And another thing that I liked from the practice yesterday was it looks like the the offensive line is coming around. They're definitely starting to mesh pretty well. And Boston Scott looks good.
He is.
He's shining out. He's kind of surprising me. I didn't know. I guess he's feeling really confident, and maybe he's going to surprise some people and make this team.
Yeah, man. I had him on the odd man on the outside there, but he's making a case to keep him on his team. We might even have to keep a couple of extra running backs just because like Hutling's doing good. We're not getting rid of Gainwell or Miles Sanders, so they're on the list. On Johnson is our best pass blocker, so he's not going nowhere. So it's
Yeah,
looking really nice. It's looking really nice here in that backfield. And like you said about Quez, man, I was telling everybody Quez is the man. I even made the video Quez with a three, but now I'm thinking Quez for the start, baby. Because Quez is lighting it up. He's the only receiver consistently lighting it up every day he's been out there since he's been in practice. And that has something to say. If he goes to this game this Thursday and lights it up in the game, the coach is gonna have some pressure on not starting him.
I mean, you make a good argument, definitely, because he's he's been showing out in practice, and he's definitely already has a very good grasp of this offensive playbook and the
Mhm.
system that they're running and things like that. And yeah, I mean, if he keeps showing out the way he is, keeps balling, then yeah, they're gonna have to definitely consider starting him. You're right. I mean, we could have Devontae on one side, Quez on the outside, and then put Rieger in the slot.
And tell me what secondary gonna stop that? You know what I'm saying? That's speed, and most speed. You know what I'm saying? And like you're gonna
Speed on
have
top.
to you're gonna
Exactly.
have to respect that run game as we were
Yeah.
talking about earlier.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's just a deadly combination there. Plus you gotta look at Goddard still there, Ertz is still there. This Tyree Jackson guy. What's your impression of this guy? Because I heard this guy's balling out, and from the highlights I see, everybody better watch their job in that tight end room.
Absolutely, because from what I'm seeing, especially for this being his very first off season as a tight end, he's a converted quarterback in
Mhm.
college. So yeah, he's got the size for tight end, and I think he's definitely showing that he has the athleticism. So yeah, he could be the future at tight end for this team, especially if you know we move on from Ertz.
Mhm.
And Goddard's not he's not really showing anything spectacular yet, so I'm kind of, hoping that he's just kind of having a slow start in
Mhm.
camp and stuff like that, and he's gonna get it going as preseason games go, and then we get into the regular season. He's gonna be, more of a full go, but yeah, I haven't been super impressed with D God yet, have you?
No, man, like everybody else really pumping him up. But right now he's not showing that like he's not being garbage, which is good. But he's not doing the elite stuff that he was saying he wanted to be and what we all expect him to be. So I definitely want to see him step up, especially in his first preseason game. I think he's definitely got to show the fans that we can trust him being at number one because like I said, he's better than Ertz been playing better than him right now, and we already know he's faster, stronger, and pass balls better. So don't get beat by the old guy, because you're worried about your job. Play another whole Carson Wentz type thing.
Right. Yeah. And if for some reason that D God doesn't pan out, then yeah, I mean Tyree Jackson he's definitely I think he's kind of an ace up our sleeve right now. I guess you could think of it that way when it comes to the tight end position, especially because though with the guys that we have, we have Richard Rodgers, and I think he's just on a 1 year deal, if I'm not wrong. We
Yeah.
just we re-signed him, and
Hmm.
we drafted Jack Stoll out of Nebraska. He's more of a, from what I've been hearing, he's more of a blocker. So I've been hearing they're trying him out at fullback, which I love to hear that because I
Yes.
want to get more back to that smash mouth football, back
Hmm.
to those John Ritchie days of the blood coming down on his face, just tough as nails type of football, just kicking people's ass, punching people in the mouth. And
Yeah.
yeah, if Jack Stoll, I've mentioned that too. It's kind of funny that that they're doing that because I mentioned that to Joe Castro, I think on his channel. Shout out to Philly the podcast. And
That's
I was
dope.
like, hey, what are you guys thinking about? What do you guys think about Jack Stoll? About them trying him out at fullback. And what do you know? Hey, maybe they're actually listening to some of us, because
Right?
hey, if they could find a way to implement somebody like that into a fullback position, I think that's a good idea.
That'd be great. He could be the next. What's that dude from San Francisco? Uh, what's
Use check. Kyle
use
use
check?
check.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's who.
absolutely. That's a great shout.
Yeah,
Great shout.
yeah, and that'd be
Yeah,
nice. And
great.
even like a goal line back, I think we need to put Mylotta back there for goal line, baby. He's a
Right?
rugby player. He knows how to
Hey,
hold the ball. He's
yeah,
fast, athletic, and imagine him with Brooks in front of him, with a fullback in front of him. You know what I'm saying? That's a
yeah.
touchdown.
Oh
If
yeah.
it's only 2 yards to go, that's a touchdown every
Australian
time, man.
refrigerator coming at you.
That'd be nice to see. How you
Yeah,
liking it? How you liking to see that Mylotta is stepping up and taking over that left tackle position?
I love it, and it doesn't seem like he's putting it in cruise control at all. He's working his ass off. He's
Mm-mm.
putting in extra work after practice. I've been hearing him and Eric Wilson have been working together, putting in reps after practice, and that just proves to me that he's not only is he gifted physically, we're seeing it now mentally. He's putting it out there on the field. He's putting it all together, but he's hungry. He wants more. He wants to be one of the best left tackles in this mother humping league. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
he's fired up. I'm fired. He's an ex rugby player. He loves contact. He's an angry player. And if we end up having at some point this year, maybe not to begin with, but if we end up having him and Dickerson next to each other on the left side, that is one angry damn side of the football, and they're going to be kicking the snot out of people. Absolutely, because Mulata's. It's just, I mean, if Dillard really wants it, which we're not seeing it at all. This kid is
No.
he's broken mentally. He does. I think he's reached his goal of making the NFL. I don't think he's really in love with football. You could just
Mhm.
kind of see it. Mulata is he's putting everything he has into this thing, and he's all in. I'm all in on Mulata 100%. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting his number. What's his number? I want to reference his number. What's Mulata's number? I know they
Is he 79?
isn't he? Yeah, I think he is. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up. But yeah, he's absolutely showing out, and just the fact that he's just continuing to, he knows that he really. I mean, that he knows in the back of his head he's got the position pretty much locked down at this point. Dillard's not doing shit, and more than likely he might even be traded or cut off of this team because when you're a one trick pony, like I've been saying, and you're
Yeah.
one trick ain't that good, you're
Mm-hmm.
you're you're not you're very expendable. You
Well,
don't have very
hey.
much pull, clout around there. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Mulata's he knows that there's not really any competition behind him, but he continues to work his ass off, and that just shows me that he is what Jason Kelsey calls a hungry dog, and
Oh
hungry
yeah.
dogs run faster. They do. They hit harder,
Mm-hmm.
and they usually win.
It's like what happened? You're not really getting that much PT for so long. It's like now you see. It's like it's right there, baby. You're about to be the next future left tackle for the Eagles, and the Eagles always have some great left tackles, and to be in the position to do it, he ain't
Yeah.
stopping, and I don't think
No.
anybody's gonna stop him. And
No.
at victory, ain't no hate on Sam Marlowe. You know what I'm saying? But Dickerson's a different beast. That was my next thing. Like, I kind of want to see Dickerson play left guard this year. Like
I
Sam Marlowe was good. He's good, but he's not elite. If Dickerson's
agree.
healthy, this is going to be elite left guard. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, those two monsters on the same side. You already see the other side with Lane and Brooks. Whenever they're together, we win
Right.
80% of our games. Then we looking like we're going to win 100% of our games if the other side looks just as good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be very hard to stop the run game or even to get through to get a sack on Jalen Hurts. And he don't even need that extra time because he definitely is mobile enough to get away. But still, just to have it, you'll get to see a full extent of what Jalen can do this year. And that's something that our team really can look for from the quarterback position.
Yeah, I agree. And if Dickerson is healthy, 100% ready to go, I have no problem with him playing left guard this year. And I think what better way for him to learn the center position, especially from a master of it like Jason Kels, than to be right next to him out there on the field. So, excuse me, in the game of offensive line, I used to play a little bit in high school. You learn the best out there in the trenches. You learn the best when you're next to the guys who are working their ass off and they're playing at the top of their game. You
Mm-hmm.
just you tend to feed off of that and you play better yourself. So, yeah, like I said, what better way for Dickerson to learn if he's going to eventually take over the center position, which a lot of us think that he is, because that's really what he was drafted for, to be Jason Kelsey's heir apparent. And like I said, what better way for him to learn than right there next to him on the offensive line at left guard? So yeah, absolutely, I agree.
And yes, see, everybody's saying that we did draft him to be Jason Kelsey replacement, but at the same time, it's
Big number
like,
is 68. I think my lot is 68.
yeah, at the same time, wasn't that saying Marlon's spot? Isn't that the only reason why he is playing guard? Is because we want him to be the next center behind Jason Kelsey. So when Kelsey leaves, and I think the left guard spot will be a bigger position, for Mr. Dickerson to play as opposed to the center. I'm not saying if he's down the center that won't be awesome. We already know he can play any position on that line. But what I'm saying, will be more convenient, to
Oh
have
yeah,
him, lock down that left side, and then we have left and right. And hey, if what's name doesn't do good at center, Sam Marlowe, then draft one next year. You can
right.
always find a good center in the second or third round.
Yeah, and if if say, and I've said this before, if Seumalo is more comfortable next year playing the center position, then that's fine. We could just slide him into center and have Dickerson play left guard. So it's Dickerson can play. He's played every position on the offensive line and played it pretty well. So I think that he's going, if as long as he can stay healthy, he's going to be a very very good piece for us for a long time to come.
What up, Benny Bones? Yes, yes, yes. I
Um,
fully agree. And did you
and thank
see?
you, and thank you, Marsha, for yes, Highway 68. That's what I was trying to say. Reference was his number. Definitely, we need to be running behind Jordan Mailata this year on the
Mm-hmm.
Highway 68 because it's going to lead us to victory.
Oh yeah. What up, fighter? Philly,
What's going
Philly, the
on, Shorty?
podcast in the building. What up, my guy? We got Joe Castro in the building. What up, my guy? Yeah, man. And also, did you see Driscoll playing that guard in place of Brooks, man? Driscoll looking good again, man. People forget that he played good before he got hurt last year.
Yeah, we have offensive line depth. We have
Hmm.
Herbig, we got Driscoll on that side. That conventionally probably that might be our future right side of the football. So yeah, the we have pieces now that we can definitely start to use and know that we have the security of having a little bit of depth in case there's any injuries. Like if Brooks has any more issues with his hamstring or
Hmm.
any, knock on wood that nothing else happens with anybody else. But yeah,
No
those
shit.
hamstrings, as we know as former players, those hamstrings can be issues. They
Yeah,
get
for
naggy.
sure.
Yeah.
If it's too pulled, what I'm saying? If you pull it
Yeah.
too much.
Right.
And if it's a slight hamstring pull, you can get away with it, just rest it up for a couple of weeks. But if it's pulled all the way, man, that could linger on all year. Do Matt
Yeah.
Pryor making the cuts or been in the bubble since last year? Everybody smash that like. Yeah, what up, Notion? Yeah,
Yeah.
Matt Pryor. I heard Kelsey said that he was playing really good. He was playing good. I don't know. I haven't seen too much of him this offseason, but what do you think about Matt Pryor making the team?
I think the only thing that probably is in his favor is that he has, NFL playing experience. So they may keep him as a backup, reserve lineman, definitely. But yeah, shout out to Philly Notion. He's only last time I checked earlier today, he was on with you guys. He was only 14 away from a
Yeah.
thousand. So you guys go sub him up if you haven't subbed up Philly Notion already.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat right now. But yeah, the offensive line is looking we're looking pretty solid, and I think Brooks is going to be fine. I'm not super worried about it.
Oh yeah, man. I think Brooks gonna be fine. Like I said, he's back at practice again. So the big guys out there, and he got something to prove. That's the thing. The theme of the team is everybody has something to prove, from the coaches to the players to the training staff to the last guy on the roster. You know what I'm saying? It seems like everybody's in that right position. Whether you're a veteran on a 1 year contract with something to prove, or
Yeah.
you're a rookie trying to make the team with something to prove. Everybody's got something to prove, and competition is definitely hot in practice right now.
It was interesting. I don't know if you noticed it yesterday, and I'm pretty sure it was McLeod. It looked like he was out there with a helmet on
Yeah.
practice,
Hmm.
and I thought that was definitely a good sight. I wasn't expecting that, especially with them saying he's going to start the season on the, he's been on the pup list. So I don't know. I guess maybe he's working hard. Maybe he is trying to be a man of his word and be ready to go week one.
Yeah, he did say he was going to be ready week one. Everybody else was doubting him, but he did say it. He's going to be ready, and I
Yeah,
think that was just a way to be able to get an extra body at camp. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
everybody's doubting him because he's getting, he is getting a little older. So,
Yo, that
what's going on, the general? Shout out to you.
General, how you doing, big
Going on,
dog?
my guy? Thank you for
Uh,
checking in. We appreciate it.
yeah, so
Yo, that.
I think that he's gonna be fine. But Kayvon's looking good back there so far.
Yeah,
Another guy that everybody didn't give too much love to at first is Harris. Man, Harris was looking really good, going sideline to sideline out there. Showing that if it was a real game, he would be making the plays. He's looking good, quick, and like I said, he's another ball hawk back there in our secondary.
yeah, yeah. And speaking of secondary, I think we picked up a former player today, and we cut OC or OB. We cut that safety that we picked up recently. I think we just cut him.
Oh, nice.
Uh, yeah, we got rid of him. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we waived Obi Melifonanu, and we signed safety Blake Countess. We've had him before.
Countess, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome
So we
back,
signed him.
Countess, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Welcome back.
Mm-hmm. The guy
Definitely.
with a little bit of familiarity with the team, at least the players, at least. So that's
Yeah,
always good when you have some familiarity. The coach
definitely
side,
gives us a little more safety depth as well.
keep up the great content. Yeah.
Thank you,
Um,
Nick. Appreciate it.
what about you? On that defensive side, Milton Williams is looking like a straight beast out there.
Are you talking about Bloodsport?
Yes, Bloodsport is looking devastating. I seen that one where he had that one arm, he was holding that offensive lineman off one arm, and they were saying like he had short arms or something, but he got strength. The boy got strength. And anybody that Fletcher Cox give props to, a guy that could be possibly replacing you,
Right.
you must be a bad man, especially as a rookie.
Exactly. Yeah. Have you seen the? You know what I'm referencing when I say that. When I say Bloodsport, that's from the new the Suicide Squad. The character played by Aldris Alba. His name is Bloodsport in the movie. That's the character's name, but his real name in the movie is Milton.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and they make it's like a big joke throughout the whole movie. Like they're making fun of him because he keeps saying that's not my name.
that's not my name.
That's not my name. He
Man,
even
I'm
got
surprised.
he's got his British accent too. No, it's not my name.
Hey, hey, as long as he can be part of the Suicide Squad on our defensive line, baby.
Right?
You know what
That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying? Like that.
Bloodsport, that fits him perfectly, right? I mean, he's gonna be knocking some teeth out this year.
Yeah. How do you think the overall defensive line look? Do you consider it one of the best in the league? Because I think right now I can't really see too many teams with a better defensive line than we got with that rotation.
Yeah, I mean, on paper right now with the rookies that we've added and the veteran depth that we have as well, with adding Kerrigan and I think BG is still gonna. have a top end year this year. I think he's going to be working really hard. So
Hmm.
yeah, I agree with you. I think we definitely have a really solid starting front four, and we have good depth behind them. So yeah, that's hard to definitely. I mean, probably the ones that come to mind. I mean, maybe the Rams, maybe the Bucks. There's a there's a like you said, there's not a whole lot of other defensive lines that have as much talent and depth that we have right now.
Yeah. And like these guys are hungry out there, like we said, from Milton to my boy Sweat, baby. Sweat is
Right.
still dominating out there, man. The guy is putting on a clinic, a straight clinic, teaching everybody how to play that defensive end position.
I've been saying it way before camp even started. He was my pick to lead this team in sacks this year, so he's making my prediction look pretty solid right now. I'm excited. I
How
think
many
he's gonna
things?
get I think he's gonna get like 12 and a half. I think he's gonna get
Ooh,
12 and a half sacks this
yes,
year.
that's what I'm talking about, man.
Especially with that extra game. I mean, let's go.
Yeah,
He's
what
gonna
he had
let's
last
go.
year? He had 6 or 7 last year.
I think it was I want to say
7.
6. Maybe it was 7, but yeah, it was you're right, it's right there. I forget which
Hmm.
one it was.
And then with
But
the
yeah,
extra game, more reps. Yeah, I
more reps, dude. He got
man.
like he didn't even have I don't even think he didn't even play 45% of the snaps last year, so and he still had that many sacks. So yeah, I'm excited for Josh Sweat. Very excited.
Notion says, who's the most surprising player for us this year so far? I got to go. Well, I don't want to say because I always knew he was going to be good, but Quez Watkins, man, from a guy that was looking at fourth receiver, fifth receiver on the roster to now everybody said he should be starting with Devontae and putting Rager in the slot. And
Yep.
that kind of was sounding like the plan when Nick first got here. When he first got there, remember when Nick first got here, he had said we're gonna have to play Rager in the slot this year. But everybody was thinking it was gonna be Fulgham, but it looks like it's gonna be my man Quez Watkins, man. That dude's a beast.
He is, and I can't wait to see them him the ball in open space because good luck stopping that explosion, that high end speed. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he could. I mean, he could possibly be, like a Tyreek Hill for us. I'm not saying he's going to be that good,
I was saying a
you know,
taller Tyreek Hill, so that's even better.
right? Yeah, exactly. Because
Mm-hmm.
height never, especially when you have speed, height never really is a bad thing as a receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, the my pick for standout player so far is actually a rookie, and that would be Zach McPherson. I like to call him
Yes,
Z-Mac.
Z
He
Mac
is
is
ready to
balling.
attack, like I said in
Mm-hmm.
my video. And yeah, he's been balling. He's looking like he wants to take Avonte Maddox's job. Him
Mm-hmm.
and uh, him and Josiah Scott have been
Just like
playing really, really good, on the inside. So, and Zach has that. He's got that experience at playing. He played mostly outside on the boundary at Texas Tech, but he also did play in the slot as well. So he's got experience doing both, and he's comfortable doing both. So he could be if he keeps playing the way he is his rookie year and then going forward, he could be our starting quarterback in the very near future.
yeah, I
Once
feel
Slay is gone and Nelson, unless we resign him after this year because he's only here on a 1 year deal. So yeah, Zach Z Mac is our future at corner, and yeah, he's my come out player so far, definitely.
Yeah, shout out to the 15 in the chat. Go ahead and hit that like while you're in here. If you have not subscribed to either one of our channels, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that post notification so you can get our content continuously to your station. Also, a big thing is who was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? He can actually push out Nelson if he keeps playing the way he is, and maybe push Nelson to the slot. Because Nelson is only on a 1 year contract, and if you know any out of all the CBs out there, the only one that you keep hearing getting burned a lot is Nelson.
Yeah, it is true, and it could be. I think some of it is learning curve with him still learning the defense, and also it could be some rust that he's still working out. Not having his. I know he was training and stuff like that, but he didn't. He wasn't within an organization. Up until just recently. So I think he's still possibly getting his feet wet as in regards to just getting comfortable in the scheme of the defense and his positioning and things like that. And I'm not too super worried about Nelson at this point. But yeah, I mean, I
And I
think our
get that too, but
hey
it's like
when
everybody's learning it fresh,
yeah,
you
and
know?
if and if when like you said, Kavon's looking better this year, and when McLeod comes back, hey, I think we got the I think we have a very strong argument that we got the best secondary in the division, definitely, and possibly in the one of the best in the conference.
Oh yeah,
You know,
definitely, definitely.
you're talking,
So
you're talking Darius Slay, Rodney McLeod, Anthony Harris, and Steven Nelson, and then you have either ZMAC or Josiah Scott in the slot with
mhm.
Avante Maddox coming off the bench as a solid sub. Hell yeah, let's go. I'll
Let's
take that.
go
Let's
all day
go.
with that one.
LFG. Let's can go.
And then we got our big boy, what's his name? Singleton back from the COVID list. You know, he's
Yep.
back out there playing.
Yep.
I heard he was looking good. The coach was saying it was good to have him back there. They felt that veteran presence back, in the middle there. And him and Wilson together, balling, man, balling.
Hopefully Singleton's been doing some good bicep curls. Try to get
Hmm.
those, to get those arms a little bit bigger,
Right?
got those spaghetti arms.
Hmm. We have some rumors talking here. They're talking about everybody want to know what's your take on maybe picking up CJ Henderson? He is still in his rookie deal. He's only played 1 year into that rookie deal. He was a top 10 draft pick for the Jags. They don't seem to be wanting him anymore. And do you think that might be the fix for once Nelson leaves? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get him now. You have him cheap for the next 4 years. You draft another one next year in the first round. Now you got three good cornerbacks with McPherson to go ahead for the next 3-4 years on a cheap deal. How do you feel about that one?
I mean, yeah, if he's willing to continue on his rookie deal, then yeah, I would definitely be interested in that because I think you could slide Nelson into the slot if you needed to at that
Mm-hmm.
point and have Henderson and Slay both on the outside and then go forward from there. And then you have a lot of depth at cornerback because then you got ZMAC, you got Josiah Scott, and you got Maddox on the bench. So yeah, that's something that could definitely be very valuable to look into because, like you said, if we could keep him on his rookie deal for at least another couple of years, if not more,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah,
Because I don't
like
think he's leaving because of the money issue. I just think he's leaving for the PT. They're just not, he's not getting the PT he wanted over there. Her.
oh really? Okay,
Yeah, like they had enough cornerbacks over there, so he's not happy with his, position on the team.
gotcha. Kind of like well, I mean that
Hurts.
yeah, and I was gonna say James Washington too, but Coach Tomlin came out since then and said that James Washington is happy with being with the Steelers and did not request a trade. So we'll see
Mm-hmm.
how that kind of plays out. But yeah, there's been rumors that wide receiver James Washington wants out of Pittsburgh because he's been losing playing time because they
Mm-hmm.
drafted that kid Chase Claypool last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, he
And
definitely lost.
Claypool's a beast.
Yeah, yeah,
Him, Johnson, and Juju. That's a nice three receivers right there.
yeah.
Yeah, Josiah Scott been balling out in practice. Philly Mike says Scott's looking as a primary backup in the slot. Sonic, what up, my guy? Sonic's what up, Philly Mike? We got Eagles champ in the building. What up, my guy? Oh yeah, did you see that Killings is listed as a wide receiver now, man? Everybody's looking for where's Killings at, and he's been in the receiver room. Do you think he has any possibility at all of making the roster as a receiver?
Hmm.
He got the speed, if he can catch, but isn't he like 5'6" or something like that?
Yeah. No, I don't think he's. I don't think he. I think he's a little bit taller than that. I think he's like 5. He's like 5'8",
Hmm.
but that might be with cleats on. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, if it's all about keeping a roster spot for him to have him on special teams, like kick return, and if we need a bottom receiver spot as opposed to having a taking up a running back spot, I could see why they did that. And yeah, he has. he has a lot of speed. So I think if he does make this team, you're definitely either way. I think we're going to see a lot of screens and things like that this year. Try to quick passes to try to get guys, in open space and get them going like that. Get some good blocking ahead of them. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen enough of him as a wide receiver to really truly make a call on that. But I
Right.
know Notion's excited about
That's
that
the
because it looks
boy.
like they're
That's his
trying to
boy right there.
find him
He's
a
like, Killers
roster
will
spot, and
make
I
it no
know
matter what, even if he has to be the starting
right,
water boy.
exactly. I know Killens is his guy, so yeah, I know
Like, I
Notion's
wanted
excited about
Killings to be kickoff return. Like, why not? I
Hey,
want Reagan to be the punt returner. Because if say Watkins does make it to that number 2 spot, that means Reagan will be number 3, so he's in on 3 receiver sets. But if it's only 2 receivers out there, that means he'll probably have a little less responsibility than he would being that number 2. Why not let him go back there and return some kicks? Prove yourself some way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to prove that first round pick wasn't a waste.
yeah, and I agree with you. I've been saying for a while that I want to see Quez, not Quez, but Jalen Rieger take more snaps at punt return this year because
Mm-hmm.
I liked what I saw, out of the small sample size that we had from him last year. So I want to see definitely more of I want to explore more into that definitely and see more of what he can do. And yeah, get guys like anytime you can get guys like him and Quez the
Mm-hmm.
ball into just give them extra opportunities to make plays. The more think the better off our team is going to be.
Yeah, I feel you, Castro. If we can get him for under a second, whew. And a player, you got to make that move, Howie. Because, like I said, that is young talent, untapped talent. The boy's still young. You can teach him, mold him the way you want to. JG's a DB's mastermind. He knows how to make them DBs play good. And that would be great to get him, man. I wouldn't give a first, yeah, because he was the first top 10 pick. But yeah, if we can get him for like a third round pick and maybe Ertz, hey, Ertz, bye bye. Because the way Tyree Jackson is playing, man, he is playing some lights out football. 6'7", 250, run a 4.3. Whew. How
Yeah,
you, man, that's ridiculous.
absolutely. It's looking very very good for him to make this team. I think I don't think there's any way you cannot have Tyree Jackson on this team. I don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do at the tight end position because I don't know. Are they going to cut? They going to cut Rogers and keep and keep and put Stoll on the maybe or maybe they'll cut Stoll. I don't know. Or maybe
What
they'll
you say,
have a
like you
fullback.
might even like use them as the position, maybe keep that extra on, like you say, convert him to fullback, so
Yeah,
maybe get count under the running back side of things, as opposed to like we
right.
think it might be a regular running back getting kept on the roster, but it'd be actually Jack Stoll because he's gonna be playing the fullback role.
I thought, I've been waiting to hear and I haven't heard anything and I'm kind of surprised. Are they not going to add on a few guys to the, active roster for these teams this year because of the extra game?
Well, you
Uh,
get the I don't know for the extra game, but just like COVID, you're gonna get to keep 2 extra players from the 53. That you can maneuver. You know.
but I thought we were here we heard whispers, earlier in the offseason because of they added on the 17th game that they were going to, you know, add on a few guys to the active roster. It wasn't going to be 53. It was going to be a few more like 55 or
Yeah, something like that. I
yeah,
think they should for
60.
sure because you got to, you're asking these guys to play an extra game, you
Right.
know, so
I'm
you might
surprised
as
the
well let them
NFL
have
hasn't announced anything yet.
an extra player. With all the other rules, they make sure they announce that COVID shot. like,
Right?
like,
Yeah.
come on now.
Exactly.
So, what do you want to see this preseason? Like, what this preseason game coming up? What do you want to see from the Eagles? What do you? How long do you want to see the starters play? Who are you most looking for to see in this game?
On the offensive side of the ball, I want to see Jalen Hurts and the starters play for, at least a quarter,
Mm-hmm.
if not the first half, but not push it too much, especially coming out the gate. Yeah, but at least the first quarter, get at least a couple series in, hopefully, and maybe put some points on the board, get some good confidence going. But I want him to focus on fundamentals. I want him to focus on the short to immediate throws and having good accuracy and timing with his receivers, whether they be his wideouts, his tight ends, or the running backs coming out of the backfield. He just has to show good. I want to see good command of the offense and good good strong leadership out there.
Okay. Okay. Anything special for you want to see from the defensive side?
From the defensive side of the ball, like again, I would probably just play them a quarter of the starters a quarter or so, and I really just want to see. I want to see Nelson and Harris settle in with the defense, and
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the linebacking core. I want to see how Rollis has those guys flying around, and the defensive line. I want to see Sweat continue to dominate, and also I want to see Javon Hargrave. I want to see him get going. Because if he gets going, that means it's going to open up things for for Big Fletch in the middle because they can't double team both of them. So I need
Mm-hmm.
Hargrave to get going and start making his money because he's actually making more money than Fletcher Cox right now. And yeah, we got to. He's either got to start showing out or he's got to start giving us some of that Fetty back because he's
Right.
definitely not earning his keep so far.
For both of those guys, right? You
Yeah,
got Big Milton Williams doing his thing. Even Cox, the legend that he has not been as dominant as that money says. If we're paying Cox, $15 million a year or something like that, then yeah, you can have, the pressures that you get with like 3 or 4 sacks, but be a disruptive force in the run game type thing. But man, you making quarterback money. When you're making that quarterback money, you gotta get those sacks, man.
right.
I get those stats. The stats have to equal the paycheck, or you're gonna have to restructure next year. You know what I'm saying? For both of these guys, they both need to come out there. What this is Hargrave, what, second year or third?
With us, yeah, it's his second.
Second year with us. All
Yeah,
right, now I'm part making that money.
right.
Like everybody, this is a business, man. If y'all don't make the money, either be ready to restructure next year, especially if Marlon can step it up this year or Hassan Ridgeway step it up this year. We already know Milton Williams doing this thing. That's a big thing I do want to see. I want to see these young guys playing hard, and I don't want to see a drop off when the starters come out. You
Yeah,
know, I definitely don't want to see these guys look like the Cowgirls did the other night against Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I want to see the backups come in and play some good football. You know what I'm saying? Rather, only one I don't think might not do that great because he's not looking too good is Flacco. Like Flacco need to step it up and show that he's worth the $3 million we gave him.
Three and a
Even though
half, three and a
I
half guaranteed.
yeah, like 'cause I seen some Flacco highlights on the Jets last year. It was not pretty. I'm already looking for Mullins to take over that number 2 spot, and he wasn't even that great last year either. But he showed a lot more promise and a lot more fire than Flacco.
Yeah, as good of an offseason as Howie has had, with free agency and then in the draft, Flacco was probably his biggest f up this offseason because
Yeah.
3.5 million for a backup quarterback that, like you said, is barely that. You know,
Hmm.
it's not. It wasn't because of the Jets last year. There's a reason why we are now his fourth team, and yeah, his MVP days are long, long past him. And if we end up somehow if we trade him to the Colts or maybe the Cowboys or something like that,
Hmm.
I would be thrilled because I would be perfectly happy and content. And I think it would be better for Jalen Hurts going forward if he's going to be our quarterback to have a guy like Nick Mullins over Joe Flacco as his backup. Just for the positive camaraderie and things
Hmm.
like that. And I just think Mullins would make a better teammate. He's a better. He's younger. He's a little got a little more fire in him. More competitive. So yeah, I'm not a big Flacco guy at all.
Right.
I just don't like his. I don't like his mindset of oh, if
Yeah.
I'm not the starter, I'm just going to be a dickhead and I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's not a
He
teammate
hasn't
I
been good
want.
in so long. He didn't even have any room to talk.
Yeah,
Saying
exactly.
like even the old guy we had, what was his name? McNow, McCown.
Oh yeah, Josh. Yeah.
He's better than Flacco was, and that
Oh
dude's
yeah,
hurt. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like, come on,
There's a reason why he's coaching high school football.
right? So considering the Cowgirls scored only 3 points, how many points you want our offense to score? Because I'm saying we at least got to score 14.
Against when we play the Cowboys?
No, when we played Pittsburgh, because that's who
Oh,
they played last week.
oh yeah. So they, I don't know. I don't. Is Ben? I haven't heard. Is Ben Roethlisberger even playing?
I don't know if Ben's playing or not.
If Ben's playing, we. I mean, they might put up 2 or 3 touchdowns. But yeah, I think if he's not, then yeah, we'd only need to score. Yeah, 12 to 14 points probably to
Mhm.
win.
No, regardless if he's playing or not, I want us to score. And I don't want, even if Ben's playing, I don't want to see it. Like, I want our first unit to look dominating. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah,
feel like they are very dominating on both sides of the ball. And I want to see that the first preseason game. I want them coming out, smacking people in the mouth, let them know that we are for real this year. All those lists that you made all off season, all the doubt and the hating you've been doing all off season, that time is over. You know what I'm saying? Coming in this first preseason game, like I said, starters come slapping in the mouth, and then you think it's over because the starters are sitting out, but then the backup come and slap you in the mouth.
yeah. And guys like we were talking about defensive tackles earlier, and some of the depth there is looking good too because not only we have Ridgeway, but Ty McGill I guess he's been out playing Ridgeway so far in camp. So it looks like we have some decent depth at defensive tackle
That
along with
McGillis?
Ed. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
wow.
Ty McGillis. Yeah.
I thought we had. Don't we have another one? Another Williams beside? Isn't it like Raekwon Williams on our? Is he still on our team? I remember he was from Michigan State, really big guy.
Oh, I'm not sure, but the defensive tackle I'm talking about is Ty. I think it's Ty McGill.
Yeah, McGill.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
Hey, I want Marlon. You know I'm a USC boy, so I want Marlon to
Big
get up
T.
in that rotation.
Big T.
Yeah, he needed to
Right.
step it up a little bit there, buddy. Start hearing his name come out a little bit.
Right.
Let's jump back over to the tight end Tyree Jackson. Now, Tyree Jackson is dominate. Would you be opposed to trading both Goddard and Ertz if Goddard doesn't step up by say game 2, 3? Would you be opposed to trading both if you see flashes from Jackson to the point where you can trade both and then you still have Richard Rodgers and Stoll as your backups?
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I want to pull the plug that quickly on D God. I think we need to give him a little more time. But Ertz, yeah, I mean, because to me, it's a different situation. He wants out. He's voiced that publicly. So the dynamic would be a lot healthier if we you know got rid of we if we lean towards getting rid of Ertz more than Dallas Goddard. I feel because you know if one guy's got the one foot out the door, then he's not fully committed to this football team.
Yeah, you know, Ertz, I think it's more of a Howie move. That very, like I said before on one of my other podcasts, that picture you seen the very first day of Ertz going to practice, you see him on that one knee, and you see Howie with his arms forward talk to him. He's like, hey, man, I'm not getting what I want. So if you want to get what you want, you better start stepping it up and acting like you're a leader here so your trade value can go back up.
Right?
That's the only way you're getting out of here. If not, you can watch me pay Goddard and be his backup all year. And then from that day on, you see Ertz out there staying late after practice, teaching, pulling the young guys under his wings.
Yep.
Like all of a sudden Ertz is back. He's his team player. He's ready to roll, and actually is actually outperforming Goddard right now so far in the training camp.
Yeah. And like you said, this kid Tyree Jackson keeps impressing this coaching staff. So he keeps doing that. It's going to make it that much easier to trade one of those guys. If not both, that would be pretty hasty. I think to trade both. I would have to see a lot out of Tyree. That to do, especially to do it that early on in the season, and get rid of both Dallas Goddard and Zach Ertz. I think that would be pretty hasty. I mean, one or the other, but I would definitely lean towards parting with Ertz just because. I mean, I have nothing against Ertz. I love what he's done for our organization and everything like that. It's just for the fact that we know that he's got one foot out the door.
Right. And then that would be nice too to see Goddard and Tyree together. They're both two big physical, you know, tight ends. Goddard's a good pass blocker. Tyree Jackson look like. I heard they even say they might even be moving him over to receiver.
Tyree.
Yeah, because he's so
Wow.
fast and tall, and athletic. You know, but I don't think we need to put any more receivers in that receiver room. Like it's already going to be hard enough to get rid of the ones we do got. The only one for sure that we know is out the door is Mr. JJ Umbrella Man. And then after that, I say like everybody wants Ward there, but I say he might be another one that's out the door, just for the simple fact that yes, he can catch. Yes, he was clutch on a team that didn't have catchers, so he made us all clamor towards him a little bit more. But now you got these young guys balling out of control. With these young speedster out there, and besides Hightower, he's still not catching the ball. You got some other guys that's really showing that they deserve to be on this roster.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a little bit of a leak right now to the inside information that we got yesterday, and this comes from directly from AK Eagles, and there's a good chance that Hightower's not making this team this year. I'm just gonna say that.
Well, because his chance was he was dropping it, so he was already on a doghouse. Now he got hurt again. So
Not only
now,
that, but we have some more information on top of that we're gonna we're gonna discuss on my channel at a little after the hour at like 6:15. I'm gonna
mm-hmm,
go live with AK Eagles of Eagles Uncensored, and yeah,
mm-hmm,
we're gonna dive into that a little bit more. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of inside information and we do have a little bit more, like I said, but there's a good chance that John Hightower is not making this team this year.
yeah, and he was already on the bubble with me. Like
Hmm.
I didn't really see him making it as it was. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how many you keeping? You keeping five? You keeping six? You know what I'm saying? You keeping an extra tight end? You keeping a running back? Like what are
Right.
you doing? Like well, how are you gonna play the numbers game? You know. But
Exactly.
if then you gotta look at two, you're probably gonna go lower on receivers just for the simple fact that some of these running backs are receiving backs. You know what I'm saying? Like you can put Kenny Gainwell in the slot because he played it. You know,
Yeah.
you can roll out a Boston Scott and put him in the slot to do little wheel routes and Texan routes and stuff like that. So
Well,
you
I
might,
think that's why definitely Sirianni has brought in some of these guys, like you said, Gainwell and carry on, because they can catch out of the backfield, and I think he definitely values that at the running back position, and I
mm-hmm,
think that's definitely that's a good thing for Boston Scott too, because he can, he can catch the ball out of the backfield a little bit too, and when that guy gets going, man, he's hard to tackle. He's kind of built like he's a bowling ball. He's like Darren Sproles a little bit. He's like that Maurice Jones-Drew type of build, low center of gravity, and when he gets going, man, he's hard to tackle.
yeah, exactly. And he's actually another one that I thought was on the bubble, but he is showing that he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
Boston Scott is looking good out there. I seen him bouncing off tackles. The speeds looking very fast out
yeah.
there, and making some nice cuts. Shout out to my kids in Cali. Love you guys. Daddy love you. Thanks for supporting. Love you. I'll be talking to y'all tonight. I hope you guys are having fun out there. Said it before, man.
Shout out to Green Talons, man. That's an awesome mask. Very very
Right?
cool mask you have in the picture. That's really cool.
Don't you have that mask?
It's similar. It's similar, but that one's really that one's like a Rey Mysterio. Mine's Lucha Libre, but that one's really cool. I like that one.
Nice. Let's see here. Victory, my guy. So, what else, man? What else? What did we talk about here? We talked about all the training camp. We got our looks on our outtake on score. Give me a score. Go ahead and give me a score for this preseason game.
Against Pittsburgh, uh, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 17-13 Eagles.
17-13 Eagles. That'd be nice. That'd be real nice
Yeah,
right there.
put up a couple
I don't
touchdowns, and a field
score
goal.
that points, man. I like the
Yeah,
17-10, or maybe even 17-7.
it sounds like a
Let's
preseason
see some
score.
dominance, because I think we got such a bad rap that it's time for us to show some dominance finally. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
go out there and lay the hat down on everybody out there.
Right.
Hurt somebody. Now, I don't wish nobody no harm, but I mean like hurt somebody for real.
Yeah.
You guys put each other on each other's back. This is gonna be your first time you get to go hit somebody else. I wanted you to be able to see it and see it in the crowd and everybody. The crowd getting live and hype, and we just going out there. Are we doing that at home or is that in Pittsburgh?
I think it's
What
I
up,
think
you?
it's in Pittsburgh, but I could be wrong.
But hey, that's just right over the bridge,
Yeah.
right? It's not that far away.
Yes,
I'm pretty
sir.
the Eagles will be there.
Shout out to Dario Snyder. Definitely, he's a good Facebook friend. He's in the chat.
Oh yeah, Dario did. That's my
Yeah.
guy, and I just
Yes,
met that guy.
sir.
He definitely hooked me up with a guy that's working on my logo because I am getting a new logo, guys. It's gonna look some tight. The merchandise will be out soon. The merchandise will be out soon. So
Yeah, I'm
yeah, shout
working.
out to Dario in the Facebook group. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where he's watching from. Yeah, Facebook right now. Yeah, much love to you, my guy. Richie says 14 points by the end of the first quarter. That's what I'm talking about, Richie. That's what I want to see. I want to see straight first two drives, boom, boom, touchdown, touchdown. Then, because I want them to play like quarter to half, but if they come out and just go boom, boom, touchdown, 3 and out defense, touchdown, 3 and out defense, then go ahead and rest the starters and let the backups come in and play.
Yeah.
Scott been stepping up as a leader, and he's everybody's personal bodyguard. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
He's getting paid by the team and the players, baby. He's like, I am the personal protector of Maya Lotta. Thank you very much. Please step back. No autographs, please. No autographs.
He was doing it for Carry On too, wasn't he?
Yeah, for Carry
Carry
On
On
and,
Johnson.
and Ward.
Yeah, Gregor Jr.
Oh, she said it's gonna be at home, actually.
Okay.
So that's even better.
Thank
You
you,
know,
Marsha, for letting us know. We
thank
appreciate
you.
you.
Shout out to Marsha. She's in
Yep.
the group there, doing a great job getting people to sub up our Bird Gang Nation Sports Live group. Much love.
Tell him to come sub up the nest out west too with your boy here, Philly Foothills.
Right? You're in
Out
the
here,
group. You're in
I'm
the
out
group.
here in California holding it down. Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, I always say everybody in the group sub up all the content creators that are in that group.
Yes.
We got you, we got Eagle Uncensored, we got JC Eagle Talk, we got what's his name? Mr. Crockpot from the Painted Lines. We got is that his
Probably
name?
Birdman. Birdman's probably on there too.
Birdman's in there, but I don't think he actually put anything in there, but he's in there.
Okay.
Um, we got what was his name? I just got someone else to go in there too. The Painted Lines guy, and then there's another one. There's one more too. Another content creator I said I think he hasn't put it in yet though. But yeah, we getting some more in there too. A couple more people are coming in. Oh yeah, Cool Cat Connor's in there. You know,
Okay.
he
Very
got our group, the Birds of Broad Street. If you guys missed it, we had it earlier. Episode 2 is inside the group. Go check it out. It's awesome. So yeah, we got that group. That group is really moving pretty fast. For like a week, I think we went up to 100. We're over 100 right now. So let's just keep moving and keep
yeah.
making a bigger, stronger group, and everybody will love it, man.
Right.
Commenting on Facebook, watching it on YouTube, fam. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to Philly Foothills, you know where he's at. You know, hit that subscribe, like Notion says. Hey,
Then
if
I
you haven't
subscribe.
subscribed to Philly Notion, I'm trying to get him on the group too. If you haven't subscribed to Philly Notion, get over there. He only needs like 14 more subs. He's at 1,000. Let's get that guy there. He's definitely works
Yeah.
hard. You know what I'm saying? And you know how
Absolutely.
YouTube be stealing. So let's make sure we get him over that 1,000 mark so it can be legit. You know?
Right.
And hey, if you ain't subscribed to me, hit that subscribe, baby. I am 22 away, from 400. Moving fast for the first 2 months. I love it. Let's keep the Bird Gang Nation growing. Um, you know, but yeah, we just wanted to jump on today, give you guys our take on training camp. I know you got another live to do, so I won't keep too long there. Thanks for coming to the channel again. Go ahead and give everybody your info again, my guy.
Yeah, come check me out on YouTube at The Nest Out West. I go by Philly Foothills. You can even type that in, Philly Foothills, because I'm in the foothills of Northern California. I'm holding it down for Eagles
West
Nation out
Coast.
here on the west side.
West Side.
Please make sure that you come over to my channel if you haven't done so already, and like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're feeling the vibe to keep my dreams alive, because this year, me and the missus are going to Philadelphia for the very, very first time this year to an Eagles game at the link against the Chiefs. So it's going to be a
Nice.
tough
Run that
game, but
game.
we are juiced. We are fired up. So let's go. You guys are any donations to the channel, whether you purchase a shirt or you donate to the channel directly to my Venmo or my PayPal, it's all going to help. It's all going directly into the channel and to help fund our trip later this year. So yeah, come check me out. The Nest out west. Your boy Philly Foothills. It's always a Philly Fuego production, and you will not be disappointed, because I not only will I bring you that great Eagles content, but I will entertain you along the way. So yeah, come check me out, and I really appreciate you having me on today, Bird Gang. This has been fun.
No problem. Anytime, my guy. You know you're always welcome here with the nation, my guy.
Yes, sir. And I want to have you I want to have you in the nest
I
soon
am.
too. I know we haven't done that yet.
Let's
So
go. I'm from Cali, baby. I'm from
yes,
Cali.
sir.
So I'm ready to go down and be up in the nest out west. You know what I'm saying? That'd be tight. Hey, yeah.
You're always
Get,
welcome.
put the link in get your link in the description there, Nikki says. And then yeah, yes, sir. Uncensored. You guys, I guess you guys are on next. I hope you guys have another fire episode, another fire show like y'all always do. So y'all keep it going. We know that's Eagle content creators. It's just getting better and better and better. And we just ain't gonna stop. We work hard. We sacrifice time. And like they say in the comments, keep it fuego. Keep it fuego, my guy. Freaking fuego. All right. Well, thank you guys to the chat. All 14 of you guys that are still here, please, on your way out, hit that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't subscribed to BIRDGANG Nation Sports Talk. Like I always say, fly, Eagles, fly. And until next time, BIRDGANG Nation Sports Talk, BIRDGANG 31, we are out.